Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be looking into trigonometry, and today what we'll be discussing is some short tricks to find out the value of different angles of thetas. At very first, you might be known about the basic concept of the thetas that we do have. How many thetas, how many angles do we have? First we do have sine theta. Then we do have cos theta. Then we do have tan theta. And then after that there are inverses. That is sine is equal to sec, sine is equal to cosec, cos is equal to sec, tan is equal to cot. So our very basic, this line here, let me reduce its weight. Yeah, this line shows us the sine theta. This would be y-axis shows us sine theta, then this x-axis shows us the cos theta. This is sine, this is cos, and then there's a third term, there's a third axis that is being crossed, and this axis, this vertical slope that you could say, this vertical slope line shows us what? The tan theta. This was the basic. Now what we need to understand is basically what will happen if we'll take the sine theta's value as 90. What would be its answer? At very first, if you go through the basic understanding, so what I just said, that this line shows us the sine theta, that probably means this is the 90, right? I hope so. You know the basics, that this is 0 and 360 when and body completes its one rotation. This is 270 and this is 180. This is the basic. So when an angle and theta is at this point, that means it's a starting and ending point, ending terminal is lying on this side, 90. So what would be the sine theta? Well, sine theta would be 1. That means the value of the sine theta will be 1. That's the basic. What if I say, tell me what will be the answer of cos 90? Well, if you go through the basic grammar, basic concept, so cos represent this line. So when we'll rotate this line up to this part, so will it become 0? Yes, it will become 0. If we'll again rotate it and get it to this point, this specific point, then it will become negative. But again, after getting on this point, it will be 0. And then after getting at this point, it will be positive 1. So here cos 90 will be 0. Now this change in the thetas, change in the identities, created a different understanding for both of the things. This is called the angles, the differentiation in angle. What if I say, tell me what does sine 45 stands for, or what does sine 145 stands for? Well, we do have two different kinds of the values. First one is known as the standard angles. Okay, just cut it down. Standard angles. And second ones are called quadratic angles or quadric angles. Standard angles, first let's understand quadric angles. Let's get back where we were. So, these are the axes that I've drawn before as well. On this spot, the value of the axis is probably 0 and 360. On this axis it's 90, on this axis it's 180, on this axis it's 270. Now this is what? These values are called quadratic values of the trigonometry. That means the values that lie on the quadratic lines, that lie on the quadrants, is called the quadratic value. On the other hand, the standard values are like 0 is the standard value, 30 is the standard value, 45 is the standard value, 60 is standard value, 90 is a standard value, 120 is standard value, and 270 is a standard value, 180 is a standard value. Now these all values are something that we usually refer as a standard values, and whenever you're asked any question, just suppose that tell me what does 1 1 2 0 actually the value of this angle stands for. So any of the angle that can be broken down into two values, and those two values are known as the standard values. Just suppose here we do have a line that we have to find the value of, let's say we have to find value of 180. Now usually we do have proper what we can say proper value for 180, but let's see, we have, if we can break it down into two, so 90 and 90 would be the situation, right? Now we know the proper value of 90 and 90. Suppose that this is cos 180, we have to find the value of cos 180. So here in this situation, 90 plus 90 would be, what would be the situation? Cos 90 is 0. So this value of 180, cos 180 would be minus 1. This is how we solve out things. And to solve out these kind of equations, we do have to learn only value of 5 standard angles. Now most of the students feel like it's so hard to do so, but there are some short tricks to do that. What we only need to understand is value of, at very first, sine, then the value of cos, then the value of tan. What we only need to learn is a short trick, that what you need to first do is to create an under root. Create an under root in all of the five terms. Like whenever you are solving any of the quadratic issues or trigonometry, just draw this one table. Then under root all by 4. What you will get? You will get under root 4. Under root upon 4. Under root and upon 4. Then again under root and upon 4. Then again under root and upon 4. Under root and upon 4. Then put in the values, like first 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Now solve these out. So what would be the value of sine 0? At very first we know that under root 0 is equal to nothing, and under root 4 is equal to 2. So anything that has a 0 in numerator, its value is directly 0. Keep this in mind. Then we do have under root 1 and under root 4. We know that under root 1 is equal to 1. The square of 1 is equal to 1. And then the under root 4 is equal to 2. So the value of sine 30 is 1 upon 2. Then we do have under root 2. We know that there isn't any specific value for under root 2. So it would be under root 2 divided by under root 4 is equal to 2. So under root 2. Then under root 3 is equal to under root 3. We know there isn't any solution for it. Then we do have under root 4. Not under root 4 and 2. This would be its value. Then 4 upon 4. 4 ones are 4. 4 ones are 4. And answer would be 1. So we got all the values for sine theta. Now for the cos theta, what you'll do, you'll write down the values again, but in the another series. Like we will start from 1, then it will be under root 3 upon 2, then it will be under root 2 upon 2, then 1 upon 2, and then 0. And again for the tan theta, we know that tan theta is equal to sine upon cos, right? So you will place it accordingly. Now you know anything that has numerator in their what we can say in their numerator. Here I'll create an under root sign. So it is automatically 0. Then let's create under root here. So 2 will be cancelled out with 2 and we will get 1 upon 3 as the answer, right? Again 2 will be cancelled out with 2, under root 2 will be cancelled out under root 2 and 1 would be the answer. Then 2 will be cancelled out by 2, under root 3 would be the answer. And whenever any of the 0 number is in the new denominator, so its answer is infinite. That's how you create the basic table of the trigonometry. I hope that you get it, and thank you so much for watching.